Hello and welcome to Operation Crypto. I'm in St Ives on a beach, windy as hell again. Today we're going to do some price analysis on Harmony One. I'll look at some key levels that you could invest and then some price targets going forward. So first up, smash that like button, make sure that you are subscribed, and let's crack on. So let's get cracking. We will start off as ever by running over the general market sentiment, having a look at what's going on across the board. We have had a bit of a drop over the course of the last 24 hours, but I think things are starting to look good again. If you look to the right hand side, we are getting a mixed bag. Some are looking a bit nasty and some are bouncing back nice. But we'll have a look at overall what's going on with dominant. If you just drop right down into the 4 hour time frame, zoom in. Not too much, to be honest. We did have quite a big bounce back up to this level, and we rejected off this 46% area again. If you're looking at this area now, it's acting as some major resistance for Bitcoin dominant support. We've been up there 1, 2, 3 times and rejected straight out of it. So all in all, things are still looking good for altcoins. And in general, I think what's running this show is Ethereum BTC. This is continuing to go up. Bitcoin's at 55k. And then Ethereum's pushing back up towards 4k. So we'd have had quite a bit of a drop, which probably shook a few people out. All that was a buy the dip opportunity. Do not get shaken out on these crazy wicks to the south. I mean, we did hit 4,208 and we dropped all the way down to 3,647. So that was quite a significant dip. But all these dips are getting aggressively bought up, and we already pretty much shooting back up to 4k there. So, in general, that dip wasn't too bad, to be honest. We have had a lot worse than that, and I mean, if you look at that in terms of price, you're only a 14-15% drop. Some other assets did do some bigger drops, but like I say, they're all bouncing back very, very nicely. So, in general, market's okay. Still bullish on altcoins. What we need to do now is have a look at Harmony One. So we will have a look at both the USDT pair and we'll also take a look at the BTC pairing too. So we'll start back on the daily time frame and have a look what's going on here. Let's just get rid of the previous TA. I think this was a buy zone which I marked up last time, which is currently around that level, so that could be the same area we're looking to target again. Start with a fresh candle. So we did hit some all-time highs. We shot all the way up to 22 cents, and then we've done quite a big retracement considering where we've been. If you look at that in terms of from highs to the very lows, we did a 70% drop, well 68%, dropped all the way down to 6.9 cents. That would have been an absolute perfect buying opportunity. I can't see us going down there again, to be honest. In general, the market's looking bullish, even though we are getting a bit of downward pressure here, which we did break out of that downtrend. We had this one from the top to the bottom. It was a nice bullish engulfing candle that we broke out. So what I'm looking for is the next breakout. But first, let's just put a bit of a bearish scenario on this and have a look at some potential areas I could invest in. I'll go back to the daily actually. So we want to analyse this latest move here. So we'll go from the very bottom to the top. We use a Fibonacci as always. From this level here down at 6.9 cents. Up to those current highs, which we did hit at 15.9 cents. We've done a retracement now. We're actually using this 50% Fibonacci level, if we have a bit of a zoom in, as support. We've wicked through it once, shot back up, and then we're currently bounced off that as support. So if you're looking for buys, I would honestly place some orders at this level at 11.4 cents, and if the market does allow, I would still place some orders down at 10.3 cents. I think there are two good levels that you could see as target before we do start to move on. I mean, we've wicked through it twice, maybe one more tap, third time lucky before we do start to head on up north, and you might get lucky and fill some orders at a golden ratio at 10.3 cents. Having a zoom out and have a look at some potential targets. So once we do break above this local top here at 15.9 cents, we can target 18.3, 21, then the all-time high is at 22 cents. But what I want to do as well is just have a look at the entire move. So if we just have a bit of a zoom out and have a look at some price targets, but we also could give a bit of price prediction here. So we'll go from the top of the move to the bottom there, and then we'll have a look at the extensions on this fib. So I've got a first target there of 30 cents. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get rid of that. I think that's pretty much close to 618 level here, so 31 cent, 26 cent. And if you're looking for a price prediction, you can go all the way up to his 4.61 level at 78 cent. I think 78 cent is a great target to go for on this bull cycle. In general, the market's looking good, and all we need is another candle to the north to smash this all-time highs, and we'll be back on the run again. So 78 cent is my price prediction for this bull run. What happens if we do get up there, though, I will jump in some further price analysis and give a further price prediction from that level. So that's some buy zones covered there, and some take profits and a price prediction in there for Harmony One. Just looking at the MACD, it's currently in a bit of a bearish phase, which I'm looking to break out of really. We had a tick up to the upside in histogram, but we've had a bearish cross here, so that does show that we might get some orders filled within around this area. And the MACD, the RSI is around mid-ground, so we've got plenty of room to grow there. Taking a look at the BTC's chart, this is the area highlighted before. So if you're looking at the entire move from the lows from February to the all-time highs, up at pretty much close to 400 Satoshis before we did wick down. We have filled some orders down at 177 Satoshis, so that area has been and gone. But if we just look at this latest move, which is, I think this is looking quite nasty in terms of BTC, but let's have a look at this area here. Yeah, we've bounced again. 3 times we've bounced off that 0.5 fib level. A closure below that level would take us down to 198 Satoshis. So if you're looking for some buys, I would place some here. But I think if you're wanting to get in now, I think that level at 214 Satoshis is the level to buy, because it is acting as some solid support there. So buys, I would even consider doing some down from 214 down to 198, and you might get some orders filled there. In terms of targets, we have 320 Satoshis, 367, and then if we have a look, zoom out, I've got my first major target of 500 Satoshis. I think that's a good level to aim for, and hopefully we can start to push up there soon, because I'm looking for BTC to be pretty much boring now. If you look at this this north line, this is the all-time high at 64,700. I've got the lower line at 4,300, which was the bottom in February. I want a boring sideways Bitcoin now. I want Ethereum, BTC and Ethereum USDT to start pumping. Once they have done their parabolic move, which I still don't think they have, because if you look at Ethereum BTC on the daily time frame, we are still massively undervalued. Where are we now? Still got 117% to make up on the Satoshi pair before that gets close to all-time highs, and I really do think that will happen at some stage in the future. So yeah, all is looking good. Buy now, hold on for dear life, and I think you'll be massively rewarded. That's going to do it for today's video. If you do have any questions regards to anything I've covered, then jump into my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. You find that link in the pinned comment in the description. Smash that like button. Make sure that you are subscribed, and I'll catch you next time.